Good morning, I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. The S&P 500 closed slightly lower on Friday, but clinched weekly gains as the latest economic data added to a positive picture of the economy. The broad market index inched down 0.07%. The Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.36%, hurt by a post-earnings slide in Intel. The Dow Jones Industrial Average bucked the trend by adding 60.3 points, or 0.16%, an all-time closing high. All three major averages are now up more than 100% from their pandemic lows. Despite Friday's mixed session, the major averages recorded a winning week. The S&P 500 advanced around 1.1%, while the technology-heavy Nasdaq Composite climbed about 0.9%. The blue-chip Dow gained approximately 0.7%. Friday's losses ended a six-day winning streak for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Through the end of Thursday's session, the benchmark S&P 500 had closed at a record high for 5 straight trading days, the longest streak of its kind since November 2021. Stocks got a boost last week from encouraging economic data. December's core personal consumption expenditures price index came in line with economists' forecasts month over month, but was slightly lower than anticipated on an annualized basis, data released on Friday showed. It's preferred gauge of inflation for the Federal Reserve, which sets monetary policy. Friday's PCE print came a day after gross domestic product data revealed higher than expected economic growth in the fourth quarter. That bolstered investors' hopes that the economy has avoided a deep recession. But sell-offs among some well-known stocks on the back of earnings reports restricted gains last week. Chipmaker Intel tumbled nearly 12% on Friday after offering a disappointing fiscal first quarter outlook. KLA slid more than 6% in the session after the semiconductor company posted light guidance for its fiscal third quarter. On the other hand, American Express rallied more than 7% after sharing a better than expected forecast for full-year earnings. That helped the 30-stock Dow mitigate losses from Intel's drop. Elsewhere, Tesla, a retail investor darling, registered its worst week since October, declining 13.6% in the period. Shares took a leg down after the electric vehicle maker posted disappointing earnings and warned of trouble in 2024. Later in the week, US monetary policy will take center stage in financial markets as the Fed is set to announce its latest rate decision early on Thursday, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. The world's most significant central bank is widely anticipated to maintain its current interest rates. Overall, when looking at US sectors, energy was the best performer, followed by health. Tech was the worst performer. Looking ahead to the Australian landscape, the SPI futures are pointing to a 0.2% rise. Thank you for listening.